Psst. Maybe you didn't know, but I don't get paid for this. Yeah, mostly because of copyright issues. Yay, YouTube. But you know what you can do to support me? Become a member on my YouTube channel. And when you do that, as a bonus, you get access to all my unedited music video reactions, movie reactions, and TV show reactions. That is, if I'm not too embarrassed to share them after filming them. Anyway, you'll see. A couple of weeks ago, I reacted to Hades, the 4th album released by Melanie Martinez. And honestly, the feedback that oh my god, I had a hair on my cheek. Talk about a disturbance. The feedback and the reception was great, and a lot of people enjoyed it, and a lot of people requested that I actually react to the rest of her discography. The community was really like Melanie Martinez's fan base was really like cute and receiving well the video, and anyway, just had a great time reacting to it and interacting in the comments after. So I knew that at some point I had to get back into her discography and kind of cover the albums that I have missed, and also, you know, what I heard was not what I thought, and I was like, okay, interesting, maybe I should like adventure into the discography. So that's what we are starting today. It is the beginning of a series to catch up on her older projects. So I will be listening to Crybaby, K12, and Portals in the order, and I will be doing them within roughly about a week. So today we are starting with Crybaby, the deluxe version. So we're going to listen to all the tracks. And very excited to get to start this discography and kind of go back in time a little bit. Now, this album came out in 2015, so a little over 10 years ago. Almost 11 in a month's time, give or take. It has 16 songs for a total of 57 minutes. Without further ado, let's start the Crybaby.
Someone's turning the handle to the voices in your eyes. You pour it out where everyone can see. Your heart's too big for your body. It's why you won't fit inside. You pour it out where everyone can see.
Oh, she's talking about herself. Okay. Okay, and the cover is very much aligned with that.
You're all on your own and you lost all your friends. You told yourself that it's not you, it's them. You're one of a kind and no one understands. But those crybaby tears keep coming back again.
We have a bit of a curve singing.
They call you cry baby, but you don't fuck cry baby, so you laugh through your tears. Cry baby, cause you don't fucking care. Tears fall to the ground, we'll just let them drown. Cry baby, we'll just let them drown. eyes, so your tears are mine. They call me cry baby, but I don't fucking
It's like the ultimate
cry,
empath
baby, cry,
theme song.
laugh through my tears, cry baby, 'cause I don't fucking care. Tears fall to the ground, I just let them drown. Cry baby, I just let them drown. Cry baby, you just let them drown. Cry baby, I just let them drown. Cry baby, you just let them drown.
Okay. It had more of a rhythm than I expected it to. But I can totally see the 2015 influences in music. Okay, so that's the beginning of the album. I mean, it provides some sort of, I feel like it's going to be like the album is going to be an emotional outpour. Crybaby is really just the overall theme that we're gonna visit throughout the project. And so we're gonna talk about things like pouring your heart on your sleeve and confiding and sharing emotions, and probably a lot of sad emotions. Maybe I could be 100% wrong, but okay, I'm getting an idea where we're heading. Yeah. Next track, Dollhouse.
Hey girl, open the walls, play with your dolls. We'll be
Oh, the mixing of the vocals is so different from what we hear nowadays.
It's when we really play. You don't hear me when I say, Mom, please wake up. Dad's with a slut, and your son is smoking cannabis.
Oh, damn.
No one listens, this wallpaper glistens. Don't let them see what goes down in the kitchen. Places, get in your places. Throw on your dress and put on your doll faces. Everyone thinks that we're perfect. Please don't let them look through the curtains. Picture, smile for the picture. Pose with your brother, won't you be a good sister? Everyone thinks that we're perfect. Please don't let them look through the curtains. Dollhouse. I see things that nobody else sees. Hey girl, look at my mom, she's got it going on. Ha! You're blinded by her jewelry. When you turn your back, she pulls out a flask and forgets his infidelity. Oh, she's coming to the attic. Plastic, go back to being plastic. No one ever listens, this wallpaper glistens. One day they'll see what goes down in the kitchen. Places, get in your places. Throw on your dress and put on your doll faces. Everyone thinks that we're perfect. Please don't let them look through the curtains. Picture, smile for the picture. Pose with your brother, won't you be a good sister? Everyone thinks that we're perfect. Please
I hear a lot of similarities with Halsey during her first album.
Dollhouse. I see things that nobody else sees. Hey girl, hey girl, open your walls, play with your dolls. We'll be a perfect family. Places, get in your places. Throw on your dress and put on your doll faces. Everyone thinks that we're perfect. Please
Interesting. Yeah, no, I see a lot of similarities with Halsey's first album, Badlands. Okay, I was about to look it up because I couldn't remember the title, but yeah, um, like it wasn't Gasoline. Um, anyway, the production is very, very well. Not so much. This is a bit more of a popified version, but like the industrial sound that we found in Badlands, this indie dark uh with especially with this type singing together really reminds me of Halsey's work. That being said, maybe not melodically my favorite. However, I do relate to it quite a bit in the sense of so not so much at the specifics of the song, but this idea that people view your family as being perfect and behind the curtains, like it's not the case at all. Um, little note about my life. So when I was 18, my father passed away, and it's a we were my family was very involved in the school community, and my mom was like in a parent committee, parent something committee. Anyway, and then I was involved in like after school activities, and my brother was involved in sports and things like that. My dad was more like work. Uh, yeah, work involved, I guess is how I could say it. Long story short, because we were so involved in the local community of the school that my brother and I attended, um, we had a bit of a reputation, I guess, to a certain extent. And so when my father passed, a lot of people like were surprised because it was very not last minute, but it was he was sick, but it was like very short between the diagnosis and the death. And a lot of people like told my mom, who then told us how some other families were looking up to us as a model, as like that's what a good family looks like, which was baffling to me when I learned about that because I felt my father to be very distant in family. My brother had some psychological issues to deal with to a certain extent, still has them today. And my mom had gone through rough patches psychologically as well, more on the depression side, and so had I at that point already. So I wasn't getting along with my brother. I was getting into regular arguments with my dad as well before he passed. I felt a little estranged from my own family, even though we physically were together in the same house. And I'm like, how can people have this like perfect image of us when the reality that I'm living is completely different? All this to say, Dollhouse and captures that really, really well. Of like everybody thinks that it's like these like little perfect dolls, like Dollhouse, like the house is clean, the family is like the nuclear family, whatever. Especially in her case, apparently, I would assume she has a brother. But everybody has their own issues, and nothing is perfect. And don't judge a book by its cover, literally. So that was a bit of an interesting experience because I hadn't that's one thing with Melody that I've noticed throughout Hades that I feel we're gonna find again. It's like she sings about topics that like aren't very common per se. Oops. So anyway, all this to say that that was a pretty thoughtful exercise or thought-inducing exercise. Let's move on to the next one. Whoop.
Light
Sippy
still
Cup. Am I?
stays when the
Yeah.
sheets are washed. Sex don't sleep when the lights are off. Kids are still depressed when you dress them up.
Oh shit.
Syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup. He's still
Oh,
dead when you
whoa.
the bottle. Of course it's a corpse that you keep in the cradle. Kids are still depressed when you dress them up. Syrup is
Damn.
still syrup in a sippy cup.
That's a water sound effect.
Blood money, how do you afford this ring that I love, honey? Just another shift at the drug company. He doesn't think I'm that fucking dumb, does he? It doesn't matter
Wow.
what you pull up to your home. You know what goes on inside. You call that ass your own. We call that silicone. Silly girl. We're silly boys. Blood still stains when the sheets are washed. Sex don't sleep when the lights are off. Kids are still depressed when you dress them up. And syrup is still syrup.
Yeah, it's the
in a
whole idea of
sippy cup.
faking it.
He's still dead when you're done with the bottle. Of course it's a corpse that you keep.
And I like the pads in the back
Kids are still
on the
depressed
synth.
when you dress them up. Syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup. Sippy cup, sippy cup, in a sippy cup, sippy cup, in a sippy cup, in a sippy cup, in a sippy cup, in a sippy cup. Pill diet. If they give you a new pill, then you will buy it. If they say to kill yourself, then you will try it. All the makeup in the world won't make you less insecure. You got weights in your pockets when you go to the doctors. Your favorite candy's cotton, that's why all your teeth are rotten. Silly girl, the silly boy. Blood still stains when the sheets are washed. Sex don't sleep when the lights are off. Kids are still depressed when you dress them up. And syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup. He's still dead when you're done with the bottle. Of course it's a corpse that you keep in the cradle. Kids are still depressed when you dress them up. Syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup.
The liquid sounds of Mecca are taking me out though. They're too close to like mouth sounds, and I'm like, ooh.
Sex don't sleep when the lights are off. Kids are still depressed when you dress them up. And syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup.
You know what? I'm really learning that Melanie Martinez is very strong at turning concepts into like very, very vivid imagery. Like we're talking about faking it, and she's finding so many metaphors for faking it, right? Like the blood still stains when the sheets are washed. It doesn't matter how much you wash it. It's one of those that like you'll always see. So it's like doesn't matter how much you deny it, it'll still be present. Like sex don't sleep, but then lights are off. So like it's not because the lights are off that everybody goes to sleep and the whole world stops. The focus isn't so much on sex itself, but as a metaphor to what it means. Kids are still depressed when you dress them up. No matter how you dress the situation, it's a layer, no pun intended, that you're adding over it. It doesn't erase it. And syrup is still syrup in sippy cup. Doesn't matter how you I guess camouflage it or how you try to twist it, because the sippy cup is associated with like childhood and innocence and whatnot. It doesn't matter how you twist it. There's still like the source and the origin of it. So yes, you know what, the one thing that I'm really appreciative of Melody's music is her penmanship. It makes you think a lot, and that's what I discovered with Hades, and that's one of the reasons why I was really excited to listen to her stuff even more, because now that I know this about her, like it as an experience for music decoding, it's so much fun. I'm back. I was installing a new TV and my mom brought yesterday. My uncle is watching the World Cup now. Very nice, and they enjoy the World Cup. I've been watching it in the office a little bit because they installed TVs and we've been watching it from our cafeteria. It's in my top 3 favorite songs from this album. Oh, interesting. Okay. Not you setting the bar. This album is a visual album. All the songs have music videos, not just visuals, video clips. Okay. I remember that from reacting to Hades and being told. So that's gonna be another reaction at some point, because all the visuals having like the songs having visuals is commitment. And thank you for the follow, Mao2711. Much appreciated. Cool. Let's carry on to the next track, Carousel. Which for the longest time I did not know how many R's and how many S's are in Carousel. I only recently learned that it only has one of each. I thought there was one of them that had two. Because the French way I think has two S's. But I think this is a single, right?
We go. Will I catch up to love? I can never tell. I know. Chasing after you is like a fairy tale. But I feel like I'm glued on tight to this carousel.
Okay.
To ride this ride at the carnival. Oh, come take my hand and run through playland. So high to high at the carnival. And it's all fun and games till somebody falls in.
Yeah.
But you already bought a ticket and there's no turning back now. Round and round like a horse on a carousel. We go. Will I catch up to love? I can never tell.
Interesting.
Chasing after you is like a fairy tale. But I feel like I'm glued on tight to this.
Very much about the game at the beginning of romance. When somebody's like trying to play hard and we're not interested.
We're always this close. Almost, almost. We're a freak show. Right when I'm near. It's like you disappear. Where'd you go? It's started your freak show. And it's all fun and games till somebody falls in love. But you already bought a ticket and there's no turning back now. Round and round like a horse on a carousel. We go. Will I catch up to love? I can never tell. I know. Chasing after you is like a fairy tale. But I feel like I'm glued on tight to this carousel. Why did you steal my cotton candy heart? You threw it in this damn coin slot.
Playing with your heart, huh?
Now I'm stuck. Riding. Round and round like a horse on a carousel. We go. Will I catch up to love? I can never tell. I know.
Has a bit of a like a touch of experimental in it.
Feel like I'm glued on tight to this carousel.
Okay. You know, yeah, I see it. Honestly, thankfully I've never found myself in situations like these because I'm very quick to cut off someone if they're gonna waste my time. But you know, that's part of life and learning about love. You know, it's very tied to the whole like establishing boundaries, and you know, you got to learn to let go for your own sake. But sometimes earlier in life, when you're starting to learn about love and how it works, you kind of feel like you're stuck on this carousel because you can't let go. I mean, so far the like production wise, it's very of its time. It's very 2015. I heard the references and the similarities, and I'm like, whoa. Is it 100% on my alley? Not quite, but that's okay because I'm still very much entertained. And I think I did explain it last time during Hades that her projects are probably projects that I'm not necessarily going to go back to listen to again and again, but they're like almost like a museum that you walk in, you kind of go around looking at each song like a painting, and then you're like, wow, I really lived an experience with it. And I appreciate that for what it's worth. So, um, I like her music, but not her as a person. I kind of heard I was about to say, I kind of heard that there were some form of accusations about something, but apparently the alleged victim denied the accusation, saying that, yeah, I sort of saw something in the comments previously about it. So I'm like, I think we're fine. I think we're good. She loves trap influence beats, especially in Crybaby. Yeah. And there was a whole era of trap music and pop music, trap influence in pop music. So I'm like, oh my God. If you're not too sick of me by now and still want to get to know me better, I'm available on social media. Follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, on Tinder, on Bumble. Wait, wrong crowd. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, you know what I mean. Remember, you can view my song ranking as well as the score I assigned to this project below in the pinned comment. And yeah, feel free to let me know how wrong I am. Just don't put a hex on my bloodline, please. Anyway, next one is Alphabet Boy.
Always aiming paper airplanes at me when you're around. You build me up like building blocks just so you can bring me down. You can crush my candy cane, but you'll never catch me cry. If you tangle that diploma, and I bet you don't be surprised. I know my ABCs, yeah, you keep teaching me.
Oh.
Say fuck your degree, alphabet boy. You think you're smarter than me with all your bad poetry. Fuck all your ABCs, alphabet boy.
Going out on the whim, but
I'm not
maybe she went to school and that was about a teacher?
Watch me get big now. Spell my name on a fridge now. With all your alphabet toys. You want the spelling bee now. But are you smarter than me now? You're the prince of the playground. Little alphabet boy.
Or she was seeing someone who was a little older, had a bit more experience, but was kind of looking down on her during that relationship or situation. And she's like, okay, get off your high horse.
Aren't always appropriate apologies. Butterscotch and bubblegum drops are bittersweet to me. You call me a child while you keep counting all your coins. But you're not my
Ooh.
daddy and I'm not your dolly, and your dictionary's destroyed. I know my
Oh, that
ABCs,
sounds like
yeah, you
financial
keep
manipulation.
teaching me. I say fuck your degree, alphabet boy. You think you're smarter than me with all your bad poetry. Fuck all your ABCs, alphabet boy. I'm not a little kid now. Watch me get big now. Spell my name on a fridge now. With all your alphabet Watch me get big now. Spell my name on a fridge now. With all your alphabet toys. You won the spelling bee now. But are you smarter than me now? You're the prince of the playground. Little alphabet boy.
I mean, it's getting the whole like playground / young child energy right sonically, you know, like the representation of the concept within the production. I think it makes a lot of sense to say that it sounds childish, but that's done on purpose. The only challenge with that is when you're kind of used to like more mainstream pop music. This is a little challenging. I wouldn't say it's the type of music that sounds like a guilty pleasure. That's like, oh, okay, it's a little corny and like whatever. But it really is a simulation of visually what would be represented as like a playground. So, that's why I'm like, I don't think melodically those are catching my attention as much. But the lyrics always have a point. So that's what I'm on the lookout for. There's no way I lost half of the album. I love this one. It's okay. So it is the deluxe version that we're reacting to together. So we still have quite a while to go. And you'll be able to catch up on YouTube once this is posted. Mal, was Hades your first Melanie album? I think it was my least favorite. It was. But I gotta say, I really appreciated the critique on society and the modern day context in which we live. So it still had a very valid like message behind it, and I really appreciated that project for that reason. Yeah, this one has some hard lyrics. I mean, she's smart with the concepts, she's smart with the application of them, and it works. It fits together. It's cohesive, you know. All right. So moving on to the next one, Soap. Now, what could that be about? Okay, I just read the first line.
I think I just remembered something. I think I left the faucet running. Now my words are filling up the tub. Darling, you're just soaking in it, but I know you'll get out the minute you notice all your fingers pruning up. I'm tired of being careful, tiptoe, trying to keep the water warm. Let me under your skin. Oh, there it goes. I sang too much, it overflowed. Why do I always...
Oh, this really aligns with what I said at the beginning of the album.
I feel it coming on my throat. Guess I better wash my mouth out with soap. God, I wish I never spoke. Now I gotta wash my mouth out with soap. I feel it coming on my throat. Guess I better wash my mouth out with soap. God, I wish I never spoke. Now I gotta wash my mouth out with soap.
Wow, not the bubble sounds. Not the bubble. I mean the water drop sounds.
Myself in trouble, so I'll fill the bath with bubbles. Then I'll put the towels all away. Should've never said the word love. Threw a toaster in the bathtub. I'm sick of all the games I have to play.
Whoa. That emote of the cat is crazy.
I better wash my mouth out with soap. God, I wish I never spoke. Now I gotta wash my mouth with soap. I feel it coming out my throat. Guess I better wash my mouth out with soap. God, I wish I never spoke. Now I gotta wash my mouth out with soap.
Okay. You know, it feels like it's talking about, and I'm going on a whim, okay? So I might be wrong about this, but it feels like it feels like it's talking about two different situations. In the first portion of it, it feels like it's already an ongoing relationship. So she's saying, I think I just remembered something. I think I left the faucet running. Now my words are filling up the tub, darling. You're just soaking in it. But I know you'll be out. You get out in a minute. You notice all your fingers pruning up. So established relationship, not necessarily romantic, but it feels like she's pouring out her heart, pouring out her emotions, word vomiting, and this person is not really caring for it at all. Right? They're soaking in it. They don't. It doesn't bother them at all. And so, but not only is it not bothering them, they don't care for it that much anyway, because they're just like relaxing and they're like, okay, it's been long enough, time to get out. It's not so much like, I want to do something, I want to be proactive, I want to solve your problems. It's much more, you're becoming a problem for me because now my skins are all pruning up. My skin is pruning up, and time to get out, time to leave that. So, for that reason, very much feels like it's an existing relationship. But in the second portion of the song, the second verse, um, think I got myself in trouble, so I filled the bath with bubbles, and then I'll put all towels away. Should have never said the word love. So it's like, unless it could be the same. Oh, do you know what? Actually, maybe I take that back. Because what if like saying the word love is what she meant in the first time around? That she invested this emotion in this person, confiding that she might be in love with them, but then he is not caring. I'm assuming it's a he, it could be anybody, but like the other person is not caring at all, and they're like, well, I'm done. Like, I don't care much about your feelings. I don't feel the same way. It's not affecting me. And so in the second part, she's like, well, now that I know that, might as well end my life with a toaster in the bathtub. I don't know why I laughed. That's very grim, but it is like kind of an aftermath. At first, I kind of saw it as two different relationships, but now it could actually be the aftermath of the first time around. And now you got to wash away the emotions with soap. Damn. Okay. Damn. All right. Next one. Training wheels.
Riding down, my hand on your seat the whole way round. I carry band-aids on me now, for when your soft hands hit the jagged ground. Wheels aren't even touching the ground. Scared to take them off, but they're so worn down. Promise I won't push you straight to the dirt. If you promise me you'll take them off first. I love everything you do. When you call me fucking dumb for the stupid
Oh, hey, Brendan.
shit I do. Wanna run it back with you. Fully undressed, no training wheels left for you. I'll pull them off for you. I love everything you do. When you call me fucking dumb for the stupid shit I do. Wanna run my back with you. Fully undressed, no training wheels left for you. I'll pull them off. explode, I explode. Asking you where you want us to go. You've been riding two-wheelers all your life. It's not like I'm asking to be your wife. I wanna make you mine, but that's hard to say. Is this coming off in a cheesy way?
It feels like there's a difference of experience between Melanie and her partner in terms of experience, romantically speaking.
Fully undressed, no training wheels left for you. I'll pull them hard for you. I love everything you do. When you call me fucking dumb for the stupid shit I do. Wanna run my back with you. Fully undressed, no training wheels left for you. I'll pull them hard for you. I love everything you do. When you call me fucking dumb for the stupid shit I do. Wanna run my back with you. Fully undressed, no training wheels left for you.
I gotta say, melodically, that's my favorite one so far.
I love everything you do. When you call me fucking dumb for the stupid shit I do. Wanna run my back with you. Fully undressed, no training wheels left for you. I'll pull them hard for you.
Yeah, it really is telling the story about how, like, you've been riding on two wheels for a long time. You have a lot more experience than I do. I am at a point where I want to take off the training wheels for you and commit to this. But I kind of feel stupid about it because obviously you're not at the same step that I am. I'm still kind of playing catch up on the entire thing. So I feel like there was maybe even like an age difference between the partners. But certainly like a romantic experience difference between them two. And she's kind of like getting ready to potentially fall down, get hurt in this ride. The imagery is so strong. The imagery is really, really strong, and like the interpretation is of it is very nice. It's a very unique angle and take on it. Yeah. I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you? What's up? Yeah, okay, next one. Pity Party. Oh, okay, this has been... I heard about this one. Right? You know, the songs have a pretty good amount of plays, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Did my invitations disappear? What I put my heart on every cursive letter. Tell me why the hell no one is here.
Oh.
Tell me what to do to make it all feel better. Maybe it's a cruel joke on me. Whatever, whatever. Just means there's way more cake for me. Forever, forever. It's my party and I cry if I want to. Cry if I want to.
Right. That's a sample.
Maybe if I knew I loved them well, I wouldn't have been trapped inside this hell that holds me. Maybe if I casted out a spell, but told them decorations were in pastel ribbons.
Oh.
Maybe it's a cruel joke on me. Whatever, whatever. Just means there's way more cake for me. Forever, forever. It's my party.
Yeah, that's kind of the trade-off of being alone versus being with other people, right? did come in just in time for a bop.
How could till the candles burn down this place? How could till my pity parties in flames? I'm laughing, I'm crying, it feels like I'm dying. I'm laughing, I'm crying, it feels like I'm dying. I'm laughing, I'm crying, it feels like I'm dying. I'm dying, I'm dying. It's my party and I'm crying for one too, for one too. It's my party and I'm crying for one too. It's my party.
Wow, scream. I think that the best way to explain this track is that the party is actually really just a metaphor for her life, and saying that pity party might be like a bit of a sad life, and she's like tried to open up the people to have her join her in her life and be present, but nobody showed up. And this is more on the portrayal of an emotion side in terms of lyricism than it is about the explanation of a very specific situation. But um yeah, it very much aligns with the theme that we kicked off with, which is like, I'm allowed to have the emotions that I want, and I'll have them, like it's um yeah, crybaby, right? Pity party, I'm allowed to cry if I want to. So this is kind of the very introspective questioning of like, is it really like happening to me that I've tried to extend some olive branch, or I tried to invite people into my life and like nobody's showing up. Maybe because, they don't want to share a certain burden potentially, but it's my life and I'm gonna crash it if I want, and I'm gonna, wreck it, and it doesn't matter because it's my party. So yeah. Um That's it. That's Pity Party, or that was Pity Party. Spies, hi, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Miley Cyrus sampled the same song. I just realized I was pretty sure. Yeah, I thought of Miley, but I was like, of course she didn't do the original. But uh, I yes, and we can't stop. Uh, isn't it the bridge that she did that? I think I haven't listened to the song in a long time. Um, What's okay? Yeah, what song was We Can't Stop? Okay, got it. Ado, welcome welcome back. Actually, how are you? I checked the request and my request got voted. I didn't think anyone would know her. There you go. You never know. So it's for those who are watching, um, and those who are even watching on YouTube after on demand. If you want to submit your requests, it is at the request.z4ch4r6.com. You can log in with your Discord account and submit your requests and have people vote for them, and that'll determine the order of requests that I'm taking on stream. That's it. It was the bridge. Okay, perfect. That's what I thought. I'm doing good, just on the train heading home after a long weekend trip. Wow. Enjoy. It's fun. A train is usually really, really smooth as a ride, so have fun. And oh yes, I'm doing good. What about you? I'm doing well. Clearly continuing Melanie Martinez's discography. And also it's Sunday, going back to work tomorrow, which is not the happiest thing, but that's okay, because in the moment we're not thinking of that. We are focusing on music. um Junior, you're making me hungry. but enjoy your empanadas. Yeah, are you sharing? All right, let's move on to the next one. Tiger It.
Looking at me through your window. Boy, you had your eye out for a little. I've cut you up and make you dinner.
Okay.
You've reached the end, you are the ruiner. Rolling down your tinted window. Driving next to me real slow. He said, let me take you for a joyride.
It's like imitating the men.
Some candy for you inside.
Hey, not a good sign. Stranger danger.
Running through the parking lot, he chased me and he wouldn't stop. Dang, you're in. Dang, dang, you're in. Grabbed my hand, pushed me down, took the words right out my mouth. Dang, you're in. Dang, dang, you're in. Can anybody hear me when I'm hitting underground? Can anybody hear me when I'm talking to myself, saying, dang, you're in. Dang, dang.
Ooh.
Saying tag, you're in. Tag, tag, you're in. Little bit of poison in me.
This is sounding like abuse.
I can taste your skin in my teeth. I love you when you hear breathing. I hope you cry, you never leave.
Oh, Lord.
Through the parking lot, he chased me and he wouldn't stop. Dang, you're in. Dang, dang, you're in. Grabbed my hand, pushed me down, took the words right out my mouth. Dang, you're in. Dang, dang, you're in. Can anybody hear me when I'm hitting underground? Can anybody hear me when I'm talking to myself, saying dang, you're in. Dang, dang, you're in. He's saying dang, you're in. Dang, dang, you're in. Eeny, meeny,
Oh, my
miny,
God.
moe. Get your lady by your toes. If she squeals, don't let her go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Your mother said to pick the very best girl, and I am. Running through the parking lot, he chased me and he wouldn't stop. Tag, you're in. Tag, tag, you're in. Grab my
Oh, this change up in
push me
vocals,
down,
though.
took the words right out my mouth. Tag, you're in. Tag, tag, you're in. Running through the parking lot, he chased me and he wouldn't stop. Tag, you're in. Tag, you're in. Grab my hand, push me down, take the words right out my mouth. Tag, you're in. Tag, tag, you're in.
Wow. Yeah, this is like the childhood and innocence being taken away. Okay, hold on. Let me stop it before we move on. Already the whole like chasing around the parking lot. I was like, that sounds not great. And then the whole like, can you hear me when I'm hidden on the ground? Can anybody hear me? Am I talking to myself? It's like when you're being pushed to the ground. I mean, it almost sounds like a burial, right? Of your body being, oh God. And then the part that really confirmed it was a little bit of poison in me. I can taste your skin in my teeth, and I was like, okay, that's the visual that we're working with. Okay. And then I love it when I hear you breathing, right? When you're kind of gasping for air, and I'm like, damn. This, and to your point, Brendan, it's dark as hell, hidden in a production that seems very like clockwork sounding, like almost a hypnotizing. Yeah. I'm guessing this song isn't about lovingly hitting and running as fast as you can at a play. Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. How long has that been? An hour and 15 minutes. I'm telling you, like taking the time to react to music is time consuming. That's why like I gotta plan projects strategically with my time. Okay, we had a lot going on. Um, yeah. Wow. I hope it gets better from here. I'm not sure. Let's move on to milk and cookies.
One, two, melatonin's coming for you. Then 3, 4, baby, won't you lock the door? But 5, 6,
Okay.
I'm done with this. 7, 8, it's getting late. So close your eyes, sleep for days. Hush, little baby, drink your spoiled milk. I'm fucking crazy, need my prescription filled. Do you like my cookies? They're made just for you. A little bit of sugar, but lots of poison too. Ashes, ashes, time to go down. Ooh, honey, do you want me now? Can't take it anymore, need to put you in bed. Sing you a lullaby, will you die at the end?
I wonder if it's her fantasizing about revenge on the person who treated her awfully in the track before that, and like fantasizing about the death of that person.
Never wanna see you again. 11, 12, I pull off black so well. A ship behind the curtain that I'm sick of sugar coating. Next time you're alone, think twice when you grab the phone. Ashes, ashes, time to go down. Ooh, honey, do you want me now? Can't take it anymore, need to put you in bed. Sing you a lullaby, will you die at the end?
My phone sound in the back.
Ashes, ashes, time to go down. Ooh, honey, do you want me now? Can't take it anymore, need to put you in bed. Sing you a lullaby, will you die at the end?
Actually, it kind of acts as a metaphor in another way as well now that I think about it. I think it also acts as a like it's either fantasizing about that person's death as a form of revenge or potentially just like this whole idea of wanting to move on and putting the trauma to rest, like dealing with it and like putting the trauma to bed literally, right? Um because the line that really gave that away for me is like can't take it anymore, right? It's like maybe she's like still she's thinking over and over again about it, and like why did I don't know, potentially asking herself why did it happen to me, why did I deserve it, and she doesn't want to deal with it anymore, and so she wants to kind of kill the trauma that she lived to be able to be free and move on potentially. So I guess it could go one of two different ways. um Yeah, just put it to rest. Um, she always uses dark themes. On her second album, there's a song about pedophilia. Whoa. Okay, I guess we'll see when we get there. Um, drink your spoiled milk. I'm good at rather my milk chunkless. So do I. So do I. When I heard this for the first time, I thought she said put lots of boys in you. Whoa, that's a very different meaning. Okay. Um, lots of heavy stuff. That's wow. Um, let's move on to the next one. One of the big singles from this album, Pacify Her.
Tired blue boy walks my way, holding a girl's hand. That basic bitch leaves finally. Now I can't take her man.
Damn, okay.
Someone told me stay away from things that aren't yours. But was it yours if you wanted me so bad?
Damn. Ruthless.
Pacify her. She's getting on my nerves. You don't love her. Stop lying with those words. Pacify her. She's getting on my nerves. You don't love her. Stop lying with those words.
Interesting. I feel like we might have a case of the unreliable narrator, though.
I can't stand
I'll get more into it after.
Where's her thinking now? And loving her seems tiring. So boy, just love me down, down, down. Someone told me stay away from things that aren't yours. But was it yours if you wanted me so bad? Pacify her. She's getting on my nerves. You don't love her. Stop lying with those words. Pacify her. She's getting on my nerves. You don't love her. Stop lying with those
Ooh. I just realized that my playlist thing is not accurate.
Pacify her. She's getting on my nerves. You don't love her. Stop lying with those words. Pacify her. She's getting on my nerves. You don't love her. Stop lying with those words. Pacify her. She's getting on my nerves. You don't love her. Stop lying with those
Okay. So what's really interesting about this is that you know, in what she's saying, it really feels like it's coming off of her own projection or her own observation of her own emotions. It's not so much like proof. Like it's not like, oh, he did this, he doesn't care about you, he's treating you like shit, he's looking for me, or we met up while you were together. There's no actual proof that he wants her. So because if we read the verses, it's like holding a girl's hand, that basic bitch leaves finally. Now I can take her man. Like, okay, she walked away, but it doesn't mean that it's a free, like, green light to go. And then later on, I can't stand her whining. Where's her binky now? Loving her seems tiring. So boy, just let me down and now. There's no proof that he's actually into Melanie, if Melanie is the narrator in this case. So I think we might have a case of the unreliable narrator making up a version of the story in her mind that is not entirely accurate, but something is causing her perspective to be a little tilted. I don't know if she's lying to herself or if she's, seeing things that make her think that way, but she's definitely, I think, like, holding back information on purpose from us to give the impression that, like, hey, like, he's really into me, give up. But it's really interesting from a literary perspective of, like, what's going on, because at face value you'd be like, yeah, okay, he doesn't care about the other one, he wants to be with me, and I'm like, maybe you're making that up in your head. Potentially. And what she's saying to herself is that the Delulu is the true Lulu, and she really believes that. That's what I'm saying. Potentially. This is probably my favorite song on the album. Interesting. I mean, I kind of like this. There was something a little hypnotizing about it in a way that it's like slower than some of the other songs. But yeah. Interesting. Mrs. Potato Head.
If you weren't born with it, you can buy a couple ornaments. Just be sure to read the warning kits. It's pretty soon you'll be bored of it. Ha ha, sexual. Hey girl, if you wanna feel sexual, you can always call up a professional. They stick pins in you like a vegetable. Ha ha, kids forever. Baby soft skin turns into leather. Don't be dramatic, it's only some plastic. No one will love you if you're unattractive.
Social commentary on. Yeah. Oh, wow. It's totally a take on cosmetic surgeries.
If you want a little more confidence, potatoes turn to french fries, yeah, it's common sense. All you need's a couple more condiments and $100,000 for some compliments. Ha ha, it's such a waste when little girls grow into their mother's face. But little girls are learning how to cut and paste and poke up their lips until they suffocate. Ha ha.
Remember that trend of people like sucking the air out of a cup to make their lips bigger?
Don't be dramatic, it's only some plastic.
Might have been around that time too.
Love you if you're unattractive. Oh, Mrs. Potato, they tell me, is it true that pain is beauty? Does a new face come with a warranty? Will a pretty face make it better?
Rhythm-wise, I think it's one of my preferred ones so far.
Mrs. Potato Head, tell me, is it true that pain is beauty? Does a new face come with a warranty? Will a pretty face make it better? Oh, Mr. Potato Head, tell me, how did you afford it?
It almost feels like Bored in the House Bored, like the beat of it. Bored in the house, bored in the house, bored. Just like, it sounds like you're tapping on a table and you're snapping. Wow. Yeah. Very much like Mrs. Potato and Mr. Potato Head. Like some people are a little too quick to be like, I pick this from this body, that from the body, that from that style, and then glue it all together. And it's not always great because A, it costs a fortune, B, comes with a risk of complications and problems. And a lot of people are doing it as a form of compensation for confidence issues rather than working on that and complementing like a little something that really you know, in a stable take on things and perspective of things uh can just enhance rather than really like make up for. um and it's technically like surgeons and cosmeticians or whatever, anyway, are supposed to do that work to make sure that people are doing it for the right reasons, but sometimes, especially when it's private, they prefer the money over the well-being of their client. So um hold on, let me catch up on chat. You'll love cake. Okay, I guess I'll get into cake later. Oh, it's the one that closes out. Which actually, before I do that, because I don't want to forget this. Okay, Mad Hatter is actually the last track of the original version of the album. So Mad Hatter is going to be the next one after, and then the 3 songs in addition to that are the deluxe version of it. Does that new face come with a warranty? Is wild. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I understand the purpose of cosmetic surgeries. There's a reason for it, but some people just rebuild a whole new identity with it, and that's where I'm like, ooh, somebody didn't understand a lesson or two about natural beauty and like that we're meant to be, I don't know, just, you know. And then some people kind of put out examples that are not the greatest to follow, and I feel like, sure, enhance a thing or two, but don't go creating your like, if you're going to be unrecognizable, I think that the problem stems from something much deeper than just physical, and some people haven't picked that up yet. Bro, that trend was stuck in my brain, in my head. I heard that shit be painful. So did I. I heard about it. But yeah, natural beauty for the win. Hey, I don't listen. I get it. Natural beauty is technically better, but the you can still like, hey, makeup, beard, haircuts. There's a bunch of like temporary or like non-invasive stuff that can enhance. And sure, maybe one little tweak to something is going to make a huge difference. And it's not an insecurity per se, but it's like, hey, I just need to do that one thing. And wow, look at the effect of it. But when it's like overcompensating, that's when it's like overboard, as you say, Brendan. I'm pretty sure that the last 2 messages that you said are irony. I'll take it that way. Bored in the house, and I'm in house bored in the house. Yes. I was sorry. I didn't realize the whole message is you repeating. Okay, next one is a Mad Hatter. I really extended that. Mad Hatter.
My friends don't walk, they run.
Whoa.
Skinny dipping rabbit holes for fun. Popping balloons with guns. Getting high off helium. We paint white roses red. Each shade from a different person said this dream is a killer. Getting drunk with a blue caterpillar. I'm peeling the skin off my face, 'cause I really hate being safe. The normals, they make me afraid. psychiatrist, something is wrong. Over the bed, entirely bonkers.
Production wise, I really like this one.
When I'm off my rocker, tell you a secret, I'm not alarmed. So what if I'm crazy, the best people are. All the best people are crazy.
And I will say the chorus has a lot less repetition than many other songs in the album in terms of lyrics.
Doctor, doctor, please listen. My brain is scattered. You can be Alice, I'll be the Mad Hatter. I'm peeling the skin off my face, 'cause I really hate being safe. The normals, they make me afraid.
I will say that explains her aesthetics and how like she's used a lot of non-conventional styles.
The craziest friend that you've ever had. You think I'm psycho, you think I'm gone. Tell the psychiatrist something is wrong. Over the bed, entirely bonkers. You like me best when I'm off my rocker. Tell you a secret, I'm not alarmed. So what if I'm crazy, the best people are. You think I'm crazy, you think I'm gone. So what if I'm crazy, all the best people are. And I think you're crazy too, I know you're gone. It's probably the reason that we get along. Nuts, baby, I'm mad. The craziest friend that you've ever had. You think I'm psycho, you think I'm gone. Tell the psychiatrist something is wrong. Over the bed, entirely bonkers. You like me best when I'm off my rocker. Tell you a secret, I'm not alarmed. So what if I'm crazy, the best people are.
Well, they say genius and madness are two sides of the same coin, so
Crazy. All the best people are. All the best people are crazy. All the best people are.
but I will say, hold on, there's a bit of a deeper meaning to this one as well. So here's my interpretation of it. At first glance, it feels like, oh, I'm crazy and people think I'm crazy, but you know what? Crazy is the best. That's the first layer. However, when you really look at it, there's something that I picked up when it's when she sings that second verse. I'm peeling off my skin. Second part of the second verse. I'm peeling off the skin of my face because I really hate being safe. The normals, they make me afraid. The crazies, they make you feel sane. So I think that it's actually a take on conventions and the norm in the sense of like, the norm is boring. If everybody were to be identical, nobody would stand out. Nobody would have an identity. And that's not fun. So call me crazy, but I like to be out there because at least I have my own signature. I have my own style. I stand out and I'm having fun with it. I don't live in a gray world that everybody's copy paste. So the song is not so much about her being crazy as much as criticizing people who say that she's crazy for being not in the norm. I think. I'm gonna start being like Wendy Williams and say allegedly all the time. I'll just say like allegedly, just to protect myself legally. When the producers would tell her in her in ear, it's like, hey, you got to say allegedly because we don't want to be sued for it. Okay, so I haven't heard this album in years. It's nice to be reminded of some of these songs. Yeah, rightfully so. Wasn't this a visual album? It was, apparently. I still haven't watched it, but I see what you mean. But I mean, oh, hold on. That refers to, but I mean, from what I see compared to the Kardashians. This is the last song for standard version. Yeah, okay, perfect. I think so. For a few songs that's talking about the visuals. They don't want to sound crazy. I always say that I prefer to be called weird because normal is synonymous with boring. Exactly. Not Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams is petty. Listen, Wendy Williams has given us great moments in terms of entertainment. Sure, she wasn't perfect, but holy hell was that person entertaining. And there was a year or two in college that I would systematically watch her Hot Topics after coming back from school practically every day on YouTube. And I will say this: the company that ran the production for her show was ultra smart because they were ahead of their time. It was the only daytime TV show that would post full segments on YouTube and start getting ad revenue from it because it was technically original content. They were ahead of the curve as a digital marketing. I was about to say digital marketing girly. As a digital marketing expert who has like almost 10 years in the field, when I was thinking about it, I was like, I didn't realize it in the moment, but they were really ahead of the game because now all the companies are starting to do that almost 10 years later. 10 years later. So anyway, I kind of really admired her production team for that reason. I hear her in every pop culture compilation. Exactly. Guess who's jealous of Adele? Beyonce. Or when there's the Halloween mask, it's like, what was that? James? What was that? Anyway, I could go on for hours and I'm gonna stop here. But yeah, okay, that's a pretty nice track actually to finish up. I think it'll be higher in the ranking for me personally. I really like the production of it. Like I said, also one thing that I picked up is in the chorus, there's a lot more diversity in the lyrics than many of the other tracks that we've had. So there was so much repetitiveness that I could take in some of the tracks. So it feels really nice to have like a full chorus that's like fully lyrically developed. Yeah. Yeah, her fainting in the Halloween costume. That was crazy. What a year. All right, so that concludes the original version of the album. Let's move on to the 3 deluxe tracks, starting with Playdate. I think this might be the first sound from Melanie Martinez I ever heard. Ever. That's why it was TikTok. Got it. Okay. I guess I'm just a play date to you. Yes. Wake up in your bedroom and there's nothing left to say. When I try to talk, you're always playing board games. I wish I had Monopoly over your mind. I wish I didn't care all the time. It's almost like I'll get back to it after. I don't wanna play no games. I'm tired of always chasing after you. I don't give a fuck about you anyways. Whoever said I give a shit about you. You never share your toys or communicate. I guess I'm just a play date to you. I don't give a fuck about you anyways. Whoever said I gave a shit about you. as being taken seriously.
You know I give a fuck about you every day. Guess it's time that I tell you the truth. If I share my toys, will you let me stay? Don't wanna leave this play date with you.
Right, under all this denial and this front that you're putting up, there's like the real soft side of it is that you actually don't want to give in or give up. You want to give in. Yeah. Okay, so yes, I had heard it from TikTok. That's where I got the first impression from Melanie Martinez. And to be fair, it's still a very accurate impression in the sense of like musically speaking on the production level. The productions do sound, you know, like inspired by infants. But never would I have picked up the fact that the lyrics are really deep had I not like explored Hades to begin with, and it would have never like led to this day. But all this to say that the you know, when you're deciding tracks for Deluxe, and I've said this before, but I guess maybe for some people it'll be the first time seeing this. When you're choosing tracks for Deluxe, there's many factors that come into play. Do I already have the sound on the album? Do I already talk about this topic on the album? And so you want to avoid repetition in the main version of it. And usually, or at least at the time, Deluxe used to be all the tracks that you would cut off because of repetitiveness, because of length. And so today's reality is very different. Like what's happening now is that people are releasing the main version of the album, going back in the studio, writing more stuff, and then adding on to it, which is a very different approach altogether. But at the time, it was really of a classic case of like you do so many different songs, then you finalize them, and then you kind of choose your track listing at the end, and you take off anything that might create some duplicates or sound too close to each other. And so the reason why I'm saying this is that this idea of play date and like chasing each other is something that we sort of saw in Carousel. And we already had some of those topics in Training Wheels as well. So one of the reasons probably this track became a Deluxe track is simply because of that overlap in content. And obviously sonically it sounds very close to the rest of the production of the album. So it's one of the things that I picked up on. I was like, okay, that makes sense why it's part of the Deluxe. Thank you for the follow, Cassidy. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. She does have hits, Junior. I hear a bit of tropicalness in the song. I don't know what it is. She is Latina. That's true. But also I think it has to do with the bells that we're hearing. There's something a little more like not I don't want to say fun, but like a little more, I don't know how to describe it actually. Anyway, there was some elements in the background that kind of probably sounded a little more tropical. Like one of those like you know the metal, how's it called? The metals in the wind that kind of hit each other and create a bunch of sounds. I really just don't know how it's called. Or at least I forgot. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Teddy Bear. Whoa, that's wildly different.
Stitched you up, put you together with cotton.
And that's another reason for Deluxes or Deluxe tracks. If it sounds too different,
Gave you love, put my heart inside you. Oh, what could I do? When you started talking in your sleep, saying the things you do to me, I didn't care, I wasn't scared. Now I'm finding knives under the sheets, crumpled photographs of me. I'm in despair. Should I be scared?
okay.
Teddy bear, you were my teddy bear. You were comforting and quiet. How did love become so violent? Teddy bear, you
Wow.
were to kill me. La 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 la.
Oh my god, the trap beat hi-hats. I remember that era.
I threw you out, I didn't outgrow you, I just didn't know you. But now you're back, so
Ooh.
terrifying how you paralyze me. Now you're showing up inside my home, breathing deep into the phone. I'm so unprepared, I'm fucking scared. Teddy bear, you were my teddy bear. You were comforting and quiet. How did love become so violent? Oh, teddy bear, you were my teddy bear. Everything was so sweet until you tried to kill me. La 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 Teddy bear, you were my teddy bear. You were comforting and quiet. How did love become so violent? Oh, teddy bear, you were my teddy bear. Everything was so sweet until you tried to kill me. La 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 la.
Okay. Well, it really got me thinking because I realized that Teddy Bear might have not necessarily been about a romantic person or relationship. It could have been about a family relationship. Like what if your father or your stepfather potentially turned out really violent as they got older and it was really out of character for them? Like the more that you grow, the more that you learn about them and the more that you discover who they truly are. It's like maybe it wasn't all of a sudden that they became so violent, but you grew up, you matured, and you understood all of a sudden who they really, really are. Um, so it's really interesting because there's this idea of like comfort people and like not knowing who you're really dealing with. And that's a form of grieving in and of itself. It's not like somebody dying, it's not somebody like breaking up with you, but losing the version of the person that you thought you had in your hands. Especially when you thought they had your back and they were on your side and they were defending you and comforting you, and to learn that they're not like that, and that's a very important portion of grieving. And so we're kind of seeing this in this track. It could be about a relationship uh partner, but it doesn't have to be. It could also be about somebody in the family. But it definitely was a person that provided comfort and no longer does. Um It did remind me of some like Lord-esque, yeah, pure heron beat that's very simple. It's like bass and a snap. Very on point. I agree with that. It does have that vibe. I agree. Also, Junior, just yeah, of course, keep bragging about your age. Thank you for making me feel old. Cheers. um, are you gonna react to her K-12 film, or is that gonna be from only for members? Well, here's the thing. So we're gonna get through the albums first, and there's like 3 of them, and I'll try to get through them this week. I'll post those, and then I will. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. Damn. We're this close to having me being called grandpa again, huh? So what I was saying before I got interrupted was that I most likely am going to go through the albums this week. I don't know when I'll be going through the visual albums, but if I do, odds are it'll be exclusive content, not just because I'm gating it for a price, but also because y'all are offensive. Damn Unc and Grandpa. Oh, never mind, he clocked it. Ouch. I'm one of the cool kids, okay? Why is Grandpa Zach? Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Here we go. Wait, let me go get my gray hair, pull it out on my head. Side note, I'm curious to hear you guys think, well, talk about it. If I had an artificial gray streak in my head, like kind of a la, what's her name? From X-Men, you know, the girl that absorbs the powers from other people. I forgot what her name is. Anyway, if I had a streak of hair that was like gray, would you guys like that? Would it be a style? Would it work? Potentially. Mr. Fantastic-esque. Yeah. Rogue. That's what it is. Thank you, Juan. You have to buy the substance. Oh my god. I know about that movie. Why is Grandpa Zach? Damn. I know I'm wise, but that'd be cool. Okay. Noted. Might do that a little later this year as a style, just for shits and giggles, I guess. Because I've been meaning to change hair colors, but I don't know what to do with it. And I'm like, but maybe if I had a gray streak the other way. Boop. Anyway, yeah, I wasn't sure if like people would like that, if it would look good. Okay, let me finish my point, which was basically if I do react, it'll be probably exclusively for members on YouTube and Twitch subscribers because of copyright issues. So when I post videos on YouTube, YouTube analyzes the entire video and then will detect if it has similar content to other videos on YouTube, and other channels have the opportunity to completely outright block my content. So for that reason, I'm taught not taking risks. Like I'm okay with doing it for music. While all the ad revenue from those videos are not going into my pockets, are going directly to the music publishers, and it makes sense. Having worked in a record label myself, I understand the mechanisms behind that. I get it. But when it comes to videos, my videos could be completely blocked altogether. Whereas usually music is very highly likely not to be blocked altogether. And so it's not a risk that I'm willing to take, if that makes any sense. One of my friends has some gray hairs at 27 because of genes. Yeah, but gray hairs is different than having one gray streak that really looks cool, you know? That's a vibe. And when bald. Oh, so I did shave my head once in my life, all the way to like tiny. It was during the pandemic, and people thought that I looked very severely mean and intense. So I don't think I'm ever gonna go back to that. Maybe remind me at the end of the stream. I'll try to pull up maybe a photo of it. Okay, let's finish off the album. Enough yapping. Let's finish off with Cake, which, Junior, I think you were the one to tell me wait until Cake or something like that. Anyway, somebody talked about it before.
Your skin is warm like an oven. Your kiss is sugary sweet. Your fingers feel like cotton.
A lot of cotton
You
candy
put
references.
Your arms around me. I feel like I'm just missing something whenever you leave. We've got all the ingredients except you loving me. And respectfully, I'm not a piece of cake for you to just discard while you walk away with the frosting on my arm. So I'm taking back what's mine. You missed a slice of heaven that I gave to you last night.
Oh, damn. Okay.
You smell just like vanilla. You taste like buttercream. You're filling up my senses with empty calories. I feel like I'm just missing something whenever you leave.
Ooh, that was a nice little vocal moment.
Except you needing me. So respectfully, I'm not a piece of cake for you to just discard while you walk away with the frosting on my arm. So I'm taking back what's mine. You missed a slice of heaven that I gave to you last night. I am just a piece
That's a bit of a haunting
I am
element
just
to
a
it.
piece of cake. You're just a piece of me. You're just a piece of me to me.
Oh, shit.
I am just a piece of cake. I am just a piece of cake. You're just a piece of me. You're just a piece of me to me. I'm not a piece of cake for you to just discard while you walk away with the frosting on my heart. So I'm taking back what's mine. You missed a slice of heaven that I gave to you last night. The slice of heaven that I gave. Slice of heaven that I gave to you. Slice of heaven that I gave to you last night.
And that concludes Crybaby, the deluxe edition. This one was a little more straightforward as a track. Like, we know exactly what it means, and it's probably not so strong in terms of like allegory or metaphor, in the sense of like it's more of a play on words. But obviously it's about self-value and not wanting to be discarded after being toyed with. And, you know, like, I have my worth, I stand my ground, and, you know, yeah, it's a little more straightforward as a track than the other ones, I want to say. Some of them really required some interpretation, but this was like pretty much understood on the first read. But that concludes the album, Cry Baby. And you know what? Like I said, I think I was pretty spot on when I said that the production usually isn't something that really grabs my attention with Melanie, but the lyrics are. And I really enjoyed going through these albums, and it makes you think. Her projects make you think, and that's what I appreciate the most about it, or about them. And I really had a good time just like reading the lyrics, decoding things again, and I really have a profound respect for her songwriting on a lyrical perspective. The melodies aren't something that I would never naturally like gravitate towards either, but some of them actually production wise, I was like, okay, maybe I'll go back and listen to again. There's maybe like 2-3 of them. But I really had a good time listening to this album and sharing that experience with you. And you know, you can respect, value, and admire somebody else's work without necessarily being the consumer for it, being the audience for it. And that's what this is for me on a personal level, on a personal experience. I understand why people appreciate Melanie's music. I see it. I might not be the audience, but I see why. Um, and yeah, I just really had a good time. And I feel like, yeah, it's going to be a stable experience with Melanie, that she's always going to be present with those lyrics. So I'm very much looking forward to discovering the next two projects of hers that came out before Hades. And I will definitely be present when she releases new stuff in the future as well. So that was Crybaby, the deluxe version by Melanie Martinez. Huh. You're still here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised. I guess you're really, really patient. Or weird. I don't know which one I prefer. Anyway. Enjoy. If you leave a mean comment on one of my videos, don't worry. I definitely won't be crying myself to sleep at 3 a.m. in the bed that you see behind me. I'm not even kidding. I got bullied way too much as a kid to even feel anything nowadays. You can't see it, but I am most definitely wearing pants. I just choose never to get up during my videos. Do you think I stole this concept from Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet tour? Of course I didn't. I only sampled it, pitched it down, and filtered it to make it more my style. You know what? Careful, Ava Max. I am coming for your Sampling Queen title. Was that too much? Be careful what you say in the comments. I'm known to be a little feisty over there. After all, I am an Aries. You've been warned.